Episode 56, RKB March 5, 2024. Wisconsin only, coast to coast. PM 2.5% in level in micrograms per cubic meter over 3 days using PurpleAir data. The highest PM 2.5 reading average was Chetek 2 at 52 micrograms per cubic meter, and the lowest was Chute and Eau Claire at 2 micrograms per cubic meter. Chetek is in Barron County. DateTime GS703A Chippewa Falls High School A Crystal Cave ALU_011A UWEC 1A. Average PM 2.5 15 28 26 22. Percent 9 micrograms per cubic meter 64%, 89%, 97%, 0%, 0%. Percent 15 micrograms per cubic meter 38%, 71%, 69%, 0%, 0%. Percent 25 micrograms per cubic meter 25%, 54%, 49%, 0%, 0%. Percent 35 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 38%, 34%, 0%, 0%. Percent 45 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 14%, 10%, 0%, 0%. Percent 55 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 4%, 0%, 0%, 0%. Percent 65 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 1%, 0%, 0%, 0%. GS703A Chippewa Falls High School A Crystal Cave ALU_011A UWEC 1A. WI Beloit WI Chippewa Falls WI Crystal Cave WI Grand Chute WI Eau Claire. Number of monitor 1 2 3 4 5. DateTime Farge 5 miles EA Fontana, Wisconsin A Lake Geneva A Manor A WV9 UA. Average PM 2.5 17 30 29 30 33. Percent 9 micrograms per cubic meter 62%, 87%, 86%, 86%, 86%. Percent 15 micrograms per cubic meter 47%, 83%, 81%, 73%, 82%. Percent 25 micrograms per cubic meter 29%, 59%, 58%, 57%, 64%. Percent 35 micrograms per cubic meter 11%, 35%, 34%, 39%, 44%. Percent 45 micrograms per cubic meter 1%, 20%, 19%, 20%, 26%. Percent 55 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 10%, 10%, 8%, 18%. Percent 65 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 0%, 0%, 5%, 0%. Percent 75 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 0%, 0%, 3%, 0%. Farge 5 miles EA Fontana, Wisconsin A Lake Geneva A Manor A WV9 UA. WI Farge WI Fontana WI Lake Geneva WI Polk County, Manor WI New Berlin. Number of monitors 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Daytime outpost restart A AGM A Whitetail outside of Prairie Farm 1A Rhinelander, Wisconsin A. Average PM 2.5 35 29 30 25 22. Percent 9 micrograms per cubic meter 75%, 68%, 75%, 76%, 55%. Percent 15 micrograms per cubic meter 71%, 58%, 67%, 60%, 53%. Percent 25 micrograms per cubic meter 55%, 56%, 56%, 51%, 47%. Percent 35 micrograms per cubic meter 38%, 42%, 42%, 28%, 30%. Percent 45 micrograms per cubic meter 32%, 29%, 28%, 14%, 18%. Percent 55 micrograms per cubic meter 27%, 25%, 20%, 2%, 0%. Percent 65 micrograms per cubic meter 25%, 3%, 3%, 0%, 0%. Percent 75 micrograms per cubic meter 12%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%. Outpost restart A AGM A Whitetail outside of Prairie Farm 1A Rhinelander, Wisconsin A. WI New Holstein WI New London WI Oshkosh WI Prairie Farm, Polk County WI Rhinelander. Number of monitor 11 12 13 14 15. DateTime Bears Air Station A The Animal House A Sparta 3A Stubbs 1A Taylor A. Average PM 2.5 28 39 24 30 25. Percent 9 micrograms per cubic meter 78%, 74%, 78%, 87%, 85%. Percent 15 micrograms per cubic meter 64%, 74%, 63%, 73%, 70%. Percent 25 micrograms per cubic meter 51%, 72%, 43%, 54%, 53%. Percent 35 micrograms per cubic meter 33%, 55%, 25%, 40%, 22%. Percent 45 micrograms per cubic meter 23%, 45%, 13%, 25%, 9%. Percent 55 micrograms per cubic meter 15%, 36%, 1%, 15%, 1%. Percent 65 micrograms per cubic meter 1%, 7%, 0%, 1%, 0%. Percent 75 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 3%, 0%, 0%, 0%. Bears Air Station A The Animal House A Sparta 3A Stubbs 1A Taylor A. WI Rothschild WI Sherwood WI Sparta WI Stubbs WI Taylor. Number of monitor 16 17 18 19 20. DateTime The Gulls. Outdoors A ROC 5150 A Viroqua A Heritage Hills A 6 White Pillars A. Average PM 2.5 19 23 21 28 28. Percent 9 micrograms per cubic meter 53%, 81%, 71%, 86%, 76%. Percent 15 micrograms per cubic meter 49%, 68%, 56%, 72%, 66%. Percent 25 micrograms per cubic meter 45%, 39%, 43%, 53%, 58%. Percent 35 micrograms per cubic meter 23%, 25%, 18%, 32%, 35%. Percent 45 micrograms per cubic meter 2%, 0%, 4%, 21%, 22%. Percent 55 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 0%, 0%, 8%, 14%. The Galls, Outdoors A, ROC 5150 A, Viroqua A, Heritage Hills A, 6 White Pillars A. WI The Galls, Polk County WI Janesville WI Viroqua WI Waukesha WI Wausau. Number of monitor 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. DateTime Whitehall 1A Glacial Crest A Chetek 2A Chetek 3A. Average PM 2.5 2020 52 26. Percent 9 micrograms per cubic meter 63%, 67%, 83%, 82%. Percent 15 micrograms per cubic meter 59%, 51%, 72%, 67%. Percent 25 micrograms per cubic meter 41%, 32%, 65%, 60%. Percent 35 micrograms per cubic meter 23%, 21%, 56%, 27%. Percent 45 micrograms per cubic meter 5%, 14%, 49%, 11%. Percent 55 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 0%, 45%, 2%. Percent 65 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 0%, 44%, 0%. Percent 75 micrograms per cubic meter 0%, 0%, 42%, 0%. Whitehall 1A Glacial Crest A Chetek 2A Chetek 3A. WI Whitehall WI Whitewater WI Chetek WI Chetek. Number of monitor 26, 27, 28, 29.